Good afternoon, everybody. You're very welcome to the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel. My name's Craig and I'm here today to give you all of your Liverpool news and a little bit of transfer gossip as well. I hope you're all keeping well, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel, as I've said. Look, first things first, the news that I think most Reds up and down the country and around the world were waiting to hear. Roberto Firmino has been declared available for tomorrow's game against Watford by Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp. This is a fantastic piece of news, one that, if I'm being honest, I didn't think was going to happen. I still don't think he'll start the game tomorrow, but Jurgen Klopp coming out and saying that he is available for selection. He did hint that maybe Sunday is a bit more realistic for him to start, but he's available, he's fit, there's no long-term injury there, which is always good news, because when somebody goes over on their foot like that, let's be honest, the nerves kick in, don't they? I wasn't very positive about this situation last night in our late night stream, and I stand over the fact that I don't think he's going to start against Watford tomorrow, but I cannot tell you how relieved I am. There's 11 games to go for the Premier League for Liverpool, 11 cup finals, and you need to have as many players fit and available as you can. But they don't come much more important than Roberto Firmino, ladies and gentlemen. So on Klopp's press conference today, there was a few other bits and pieces. He spoke about Naby Keita a little bit. He spoke about the game tomorrow against Watford, of course, because that's what the press conference was all about. And he hinted towards Bobby Firmino perhaps being more realistic for Sunday. I think he's going to start Shaqiri on the right-hand side and play Mo Salah through the centre. But we'll cover that in a lot more detail tonight on the 10 o'clock show. So I hope you can join us for that one. Anything else on Bobby Firmino? Not really. I don't think there's too much on that one. He didn't give away too much in his press conference either. Was happy to keep 3 clean sheets. He talked a little bit about Bayern Munich and how tricky that's going to be and how much respect both Bayern Munich and Manchester City showed to Liverpool in the recent games. Now, other big news today concerns a former Liverpool manager, and Sky Sports News and a few other sources are suggesting that Brendan Rodgers has agreed verbally to take the Leicester City job. As we all know, Leicester City parted ways with Klopp very recently, and immediately the rumour mill went into action. I was speaking to our friend Leicester City FC Boya, and of course Lee as well from Leicester City, and I was saying to him, look, I think Brendan Rodgers is actually going to take this job. It seems like that could be coming to fruition, and if Brendan Rodgers does indeed leave Celtic, it seems Neil Lennon could be Celtic's preferred choice to make a return there to managerial status. Now, I don't know what you guys think about that one. I think this is a very good move by Leicester City. I think it's a very good move for Brendan Rodgers. Leicester City have a lot of young, talented footballers there at the minute. And I think Brendan Rodgers could do well. I mean, you're looking at Chilwell there, Maddison, obviously Iheanacho and some more young players there as well. So I think Brendan Rodgers is a good choice, a good, solid choice by Leicester City, if indeed he does take the job. The fee, and there is a fee involved, it seems to be around 6 million that would cost Leicester City to go and get Brendan Rodgers from Celtic Football Club. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers has had a very successful period up there. I think it's 2.5 years or so he's up at Celtic. And look, he's won everything. Let's be fair about it. He's won everything up there. He hasn't quite done as well in Europe, and people do question Jurgen Klopp. Some Jurgen Klopp on the brain. People do question Brendan Rodgers when it comes to European football, but at Leicester City, immediately, at this moment in time, European football isn't really something realistic. Could well be in the future. As I said, they do have a very, very promising young team up there. And if I was a Leicester City fan, I'd be very happy about this news. And as I said, I'll probably appear on a couple of Leicester channels talking about this over the next couple of weeks. What else? Any of your comments before I move on? This isn't really the show that I'm going to go through the comments on, but let me just see if there's anything there. Leicester's play doesn't suit Rodgers, however Maddison can play that game. Look, Rodgers will come in and he will instill his philosophy if he does come in there, and he will get them playing attacking football, because if there's one thing we can say about Brendan Rodgers is he does like to have his teams playing an open, expansive style of football, and we were treated to some very, very, very good games and some good periods when he was here at Liverpool. 13-14, obviously the most notable. Look, that didn't work out for us, but as I said, if I'm a Leicester City fan and I'm hearing this today, I'm fairly happy about it. Now, as I said, I'm going to start with Shaqiri on the right hand side tomorrow. You'll see my full team selection or my full prediction for tonight. I'll have the team news up, or my team news. I'll have my prediction on tonight's show, but just a little snippet from that. I'm going to go with Shaqiri on the right hand side and Mo Salah through the centre. We'll talk about it in much more detail tonight, guys. We'll talk about the midfield options. We'll talk about Trent returning in at right back and lots of other bits and pieces as well. So I hope you can join us for that one later on. As you can see from the image of today's stream, and I forgot to mention this yesterday and I forgot to mention it the day before as well, we're running 2 competitions at the minute to give away 2 signed John Barnes photographs. You can see the picture there in the image on this afternoon's stream. It's an A4 size picture signed by John Barnes, him wearing that beautiful Crown Paints kit. To be in with a chance of winning one of these two pictures, there's two ways you can do it. Firstly, all you have to do is subscribe to the Anfield Agenda YouTube channel and you immediately go into the draw for the one we're giving away on here. And the second chance you have to enter is by going over to our Instagram account, which is just at Anfield Agenda. Really straightforward. Go over there. There is a post up there with all the details on how to enter the competition. It's really straightforward and you have a chance to win over there as well. We're going to be announcing the two winners after the Everton game at the weekend. So as I said, if you're already subscribed on here, then you're already in with a chance. If you haven't subscribed yet, then why not do it and be in with a chance of winning that photo? It's open to everybody. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. We're quite happy to post the photographs out to wherever you are. Two really nice images, A4 in size, and best of luck to everybody if you enter. Right, so as you can see, there's a couple of little bits and pieces out in the media today with regards to young players. A lot of young players actually signed new deals with Liverpool. And young centre-back Reece Williams has signed his first professional contract at the club at the age of 18. So congratulations to him. And it just follows through with young people being rewarded. If they put in their performances, if they keep their head down, Liverpool are signing these kids up at 18 and giving them the first professional contract, which is great to see. Congratulations to Reece and any other young player that has signed a professional contract recently. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on these young men and see how their career progresses at Liverpool. So you can see the image of today's stream has Timo Werner on it. It seems like a striker is definitely one of our top priorities for the summer. And I'm going to keep pushing the Timo Werner propaganda because I feel like Timo Werner is the ideal player to suit this position for Liverpool. Actually, looking through Europe, I can't really think of anybody else who's realistic and who I would want Liverpool to go and sign to play through the centre. Timo Werner gives Liverpool many options. He can obviously play as a number 9. He's got that ridiculous pace. I mean, I've seen some of his stats for his 100-metre sprints and stuff, and they're crazy. He can play anywhere across the front three as well, and he gives us more options. And people say, but will he get into our first 11 every week? You know what, guys? Sometimes you have to think about these things from a squad perspective. We need to rest players at times. We need to rotate them. I could see Bobby Firmino if he comes in playing in that central attacking midfield position. And I also think we need a 10. I mean, it's all well and good saying go out and get Timo Werner, but we also need a 10. So I would like to know, who would you like to see Liverpool sign? You can either put them in the comments now, or if you're watching this back later on, please put them in the comments of the video. We will go through them. We do read them because I like to take feedback from everybody, and I'd like to find out about players who perhaps I don't know about. Because often at times you guys are much more clued up on young up-and-coming players than I am, and it's always a pleasure to get your comments and to go have a look at them on YouTube or to go do some research on them. Hey Craig, what do you think about Werner being linked to Everton? Come on. Be realistic. You're talking about Bayern Munich here. You're talking about Liverpool. There's no way Timo Werner's going to go and play for Everton. He's better off staying at Leipzig than going and playing for Everton. I mean, be realistic about it. Who's the guy with the hair? He's my twin. He's my twin. As you can see in the competition picture at the time, I was trying to grow my hair a little bit, but I've had to kill that off because me and hair, we just don't go well together. Anyway, on the Bobby Firmino thing, does anybody, again, put this in the comments, does anybody believe Firmino will start this game tomorrow? It would be a massive gamble, I think, by Klopp to start him. Another knock on the foot and he could be out for a longer period, especially with the game against Everton coming up on Sunday, which is, respectfully to Watford, it is probably the more important game for Liverpool. Although, look, 3 points is 3 points, but a Merseyside derby away at Everton. If you think you can get through the game against Watford tomorrow, then for me, you have to rest Bobby Firmino. And predictions on tomorrow as well, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts on that one, so please put that in the comments below. I think Liverpool are going to win this game tomorrow. I'll give you my exact score prediction on tonight's show at 10 o'clock. Also, a few shout outs to recent shows that we've done. I did a reaction stream to the Liverpool-Manchester United game with Mark Goldbridge, which is up on the account as well. Last night's Holden's Happy Hour, a late night show, was up there. And of course, yesterday's news programme. I don't really have too much today, guys, to talk about, so I'm going to see what you guys have. Anything for me to talk about? I think Firmino will appear off the bench if needed, which I think is probably a safe way of going about this. Having him on the bench is a good option because the game may be frustrating. We may have 15 minutes to go. The game may hang in the balance, and having Bobby Firmino available to come off the bench is a good common sense move for the manager to do because, let's be fair, Bobby Firmino is a superstar, and having Bobby Firmino in your squad is always a plus. The real question, I suppose, comes down to who do you bring into that front 3 or 4? Do you go with Origi? Do you go with Sturridge? Do you go with Shaqiri? As I said earlier on in the stream, guys, for me, I'm going with Shaqiri. Just because I think he gives us a little bit more impetus. He has that little bit more flair and creativity. Origi, you get a bit of power for running. Sturridge, I don't know what you get with Daniel Sturridge at the minute. I'm at a loss. I keep trying to remind myself how good he is at finish and how great he is in the final third, but we're not seeing a lot of that. Bar his goal against Chelsea earlier on in the season, I'm not really seeing too much of the old Daniel Sturridge, I'm afraid, and that frustrates me, it really does. Do I do YouTube full time, Alfie? No, I do not. I do not make a living from YouTube whatsoever. This is a passion thing. We do this, myself and Connor do this just because we love the club. We love talking to Reds, and money has never been top of our list of priorities. And we're such a small channel anyway that even if we wanted it to be, bar bringing in sponsorship and spamming betting companies and stuff, links to you guys, it's not something that's realistic at this moment in time. Shaqiri, no question. Other two are mediocre, said Sam. So Sam's going for Shaqiri for this position, and I think that's probably what we're going to see in the front 3 tomorrow, guys. And on Brendan Rodgers as well. I really am interested to see how Liverpool fans feel about this one. So again, put it in the comments below. For me, it's a very, very good move by Leicester City. There's not really anybody else out there I think would suit what Leicester's philosophy is, and they went out and invested in young talent because they want to develop them, and Brendan Rodgers has a background in developing younger players. He did well at Liverpool as well, bringing through Raheem Sterling. So, yeah, I think Brendan Rodgers is a very, very good choice. Bobby Firmino being fit, we've covered already. So 1 or 2 more things before we finish up. Is the game on television tomorrow? That's actually a really good question. For anybody who lives in the UK or Ireland, unfortunately, tomorrow's game is not on television, whether it be Sky Sports, BT, terrestrial television, whatever it might be. It's not on, unfortunately, and we will be hosting a watch-along of the game, as always, tomorrow. So if you can't find it anywhere, you can't get it on television, you want to join other Reds for a bit of fun, some alternative match commentary at times, a bit of match reaction, definitely some reacting to goals in real time, and fingers crossed there's plenty of them. We'll be hosting our regular Liverpool match watch-alongs from 7:30 PM tomorrow night, so I hope you can join us for that one. I woke up today, guys, and I forgot the game was so close. I don't know why, but I thought there was one more day in between now and the time Liverpool play, and I was in a bit of a rush going to Connor, oh my god mate, I have to get our team lineup done for tonight and stuff. I'm so sorry, I completely forgot. But look, watch along tomorrow 7:30 PM. Our watch alongs have proved very popular with our viewers, and it's actually what we built the channel on, so I hope you can join us for that one. I'm expecting a Liverpool win, I'm sure you guys are as well. If you're in the UK, if you're in the USA, it seems to be on NSNBC, and of course it's on beIN Sports as well, if that's available to you. Right, one more comment I think, and then we'll finish up this video. If Rodgers can do us a favour on May 4th, then he'll get a medal, said Varshin. Does this guy not have a job? I gather you're asking that at me, and to be quite honest, mate, what I do, how I make my money is none of your goddamn business. So I hope that answers your question, Tafster9. I don't know why you're so obsessed with me and whether I have a job or not, mate. I get along just fine, don't you worry about that, son. Right, I think we'll get a 3-0 win tomorrow, said Callum. And look, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. This was always meant to be just a quick video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As you can see, we've flown past 9,000 subscribers on our road to 10,000. We're 1 year old on March the 11th, so I hope you guys can hit that subscribe button, help us hit that target before then. How great would it be to hit 10k in our first year as a channel? It will be amazing. So thank you so much again to everybody for watching. I'll see you all tonight at 10 o'clock for Holden's Happy Hour, which is our nightly interactive fan show. On these shows, I basically just go through and read out all your questions, answer them, go through your comments. It's probably the most interactive fan show around. I have to be honest, I think it is, because we base the entire show around what you guys want to talk about. I don't really come in with an agenda as such. We kind of go off the cuff. You ask your questions, you put your chat in, and we go through it. We get a consensus on things. If somebody has, like last night as an example, we asked, should Jordan Henderson remain Liverpool captain next season? And I have to say it was a really good open discussion with some good points made from both sides, and I very much enjoyed it. So if you're around tonight, 10 PM UK time, please join us for that one. As always, guys, I'll sign off by saying take care of your families, tell your loved ones that you love them, and up the motherfucking Reds. Talk to you later.